Yo, what's good, YouTube? So I'm back at it with my Sky Striker second deck profile, this time with the Tenpai Dragon engine mixed in. This is honestly one of my favorite decks. Sky Striker is probably my favorite deck of all time. I just love the going second aspect of it. And then when Tenpai Dragon came out, it pretty much doubled down on that loving of going second, just dismantling boards. So without further ado, let's just go straight into the deck profile. We have the main starter of the deck, Tenpai Dragon Paidra. One of the only Tenpai cards that wasn't completely obliterated. We still have 3 of him. He's your main normal summon. When he's normal summon, you can add to your hand or set one Sangen spell or trap from your deck. So then we have our second best starter, Tenpai Dragon Genroku. Some people play 3 of this. For this specific deck, I just like 2 of them. We also have Sangan Summoning and Sangen Kamen that can also add it. And when this card gets added, it's pretty much like the Snake Eye. I forgot which one it was called, but when it gets added to the hand, it gets special summon. So he gets a special summon himself. Then when he's on the field, he gets a tribute himself, and he can turn into any Tenpai Dragon card. And then again, you have both of these cards plus Terraforming. They can go into any of these. This one adds 1 level 4 or lower Fire Dragon from your deck to your hand. And then if you do it during the battle phase, it can also special summon itself. Sangan Summoning, the completely broken field card, plus the second copy of it pretty much with Terraforming. During your main phase, you can add 1 Fire Dragon monster you control, you can add 1 Tenpai Dragon monster, and then your Fire Dragon monsters you control are unaffected by your opponent's activated effects. So during the main phase, you're pretty much free, you're nib proof, they can't do anything to your Tenpai cards. Then we have the 2 bricks of the deck, or not necessarily bricks. This Fadra is definitely a brick. Chundra was pretty much the main reason why Tenpai was so powerful. Pretty much, I feel like if we can get Tenpai Dragon Chundra back to 3 eventually, I feel like this deck can be a tier 1 deck again. But in case you don't know what this card does, so this can special summon itself when you have another Tenpai Dragon on the field, so he's the extender. Then he can also immediately, during the battle phase, he can special summon from the deck during the damage step. And they all kind of have different effects as well, the 3 main dragons, aside from Genroku. So when Chundra is on the field, let's see, we can pull it up right here. If you control a Fire Dragon, you can special summon this card from your hand. At the start of the damage step, you can special summon 1 level 4 or lower dragon monster. You usually want to bring out Fadra with that effect. Also, let's see. Yeah, so I think that's it for that one. Paidra is the other one. You take no battle damage from battles involving your Fire Dragon monsters. So when you're poking your opponent, you're not taking any damage. You can poke into their beaters. You just kind of want to get attacks for your extra deck Dragon monster. I think we have one specifically that when you have 3 or more attacks, it gets to special summon itself. Then Fadra is the other important one you want on the field because your Fire Dragon monsters cannot be destroyed by battle. So when you have all 3 of them on the field, it's dangerous. You're just poking them. They also have pretty decent attacks, 1600, 1500, and 1700. So that's pretty much it for the Tenpai Dragon engine. Very small. It's pretty much what is left of the Tenpai cards is pretty much what we're using. This was hit, and Terraforming's obviously hit, and this was hit. Again, you can bump this up to 3. I would not advise playing more than 1 of these though. All right. Now for the best part of the deck, we have 3 engages back to 3. So you are going to run all 3 of them. And then the main starter to get your stuff going is Hornet drones. If you don't know what engage does, it adds any Sky Striker card from your deck to your hand. And if you have 3 or more spells in the graveyard, you can also draw a card. And it is not once per turn. So on the best hand, on Master Duel, in locals, I've resolved 3 engages in 1 turn. And when you do that, you're pretty much winning the game. You're breaking the board. You're adding cards such as Widow Anchor and Afterburners. So I play 2 Widow Anchor and 1 Afterburners. Widow Anchor is pretty much a change of heart, quick play spell. Afterburners is a pop 1 monster, and if you have 3 spells in your graveyard, you can also pop their spell card as well. And Yeah, some people play 1, some people play 3. I think 2 is the perfect number. I just like having 3 cards that Engage can get aside from Hornet drones. Yeah, I think I've messed around before with having 3 Widow Anchor, but for this specific build, three cards is perfect. So again, very small board breaker approach. So we're going to be running a lot of spell cards. So we have 3 Upstart Goblin. You guys know what Upstart does, and Into the Void. So we basically, to kind of help out with the Tenpai cards being hit, we are running a 36 card deck with Into the Void and Upstart Goblin. Then 3 more engages. We're always going second. So you pretty much use this, the opponent does something, we get engage, or we get triple tactics, or one of our board breakers. 2 Lightning Storm, 1 Raigeki, Harpies Feather Duster. So these are pretty much the main ones we're gonna get. Also, we are running the Ultimate Slayer package. So all spell cards, that is the theme of the deck. That is with Sky Striker. You want to get as much spell cards into the deck so we can get the draw power from Engage. I'll go over the extra deck cards that Ultimate Slayer utilizes in the extra deck. But we have back row, we have destroy monsters, we have take monsters, or just draw 2 to get into cards. And that is not it for our board breakers. We are also running 3 Book of Eclipse, 3 Forbidden Droplet, and 1 Called by the Grave. So these are just really good cards, really powerful cards that you want to pretty much run, especially in this board breaker style of a deck going second. In case they do, for some reason, make you go first during game 2, it's also good to have these cards in because they're quick play spells. So that's a clean 40. Let's go into the extra deck. So now we have the Sky Striker package. We are running 1 Kagari, 1 Shizuku, and 1 Zeke. Let me put these down. So Kagari is pretty much the main monster you're going to be going into every turn. You want to activate Engage to get you Hornet drones. You activate Engage, you get Hornet drones, you get a token that gets turned into Kagari. Kagari then gets you back your Engage, and by that time you hopefully blew up the opponent's board with multiple spells. You can Engage again. Engage will get you, let's just say it gets you probably Widow Anchor. Then you get draw power, you draw a card, and just hopefully get into engine as well. So that's the main purpose of the Sky Striker stuff. Aside from running a 36 card deck, you have Engage to kind of thin your deck out some more. Shizuku, just in case you go first, it can get you Widow Anchor, just something to kind of have some backup plan. Zeke, I like running just because you're using Widow Anchor, you're taking their card, you're linking it off with one of your Sky Striker cards, and then you're also banishing another card. Okay. So now to go into the Tenpai stuff, we're running 2 Transcendent Dragons and 1 Bidence, or 2 Bidence and 1 Transcendent. You want to run 2 Bidence just in case somehow they survive the turn. You can use it again the next turn. 2 special summon and kind of start going off again. You special summon your Fadra, Fadra special summons another one, and then you just start poking them again after hopefully destroying their board. Transcendent, just very powerful. In case you don't know what this one does, kind of zoom in. So it says, all monsters your opponent controls must attack if able. Your opponent cannot activate cards or effects during the battle phase. So these Tenpai cards have some very battle phase centric effects that pretty much make your deck unstoppable during the battle phase. Then if this card is synchro summoned, you can change all monsters on the field to attack position. So in case they have some monsters with high defense, they get turned to attack position. Then, if 3 or more attacks have been declared this turn, quick effect, you can special this card from your graveyard. Just very powerful dragon monsters, and these are the main ones you're going to go into every turn. And along with that, you have Trident Dragon, one of the best artworks I feel like in the game. Just a beautiful card. In case you don't know what this one does, this one must be synchro summon. When this card is synchro summoned, you can target up to 2 other cards you control, destroy those targets, and if you do, for each destroyed target, this card gains 1 additional attack during each battle phase this turn. So this card alone can go for 9k damage. And then we have the Blade Dragon just for pretty much utility. It can be switched out for anything else. It pops a card on the field, one card on the field, so just utility. Then again, if we are forced to go first, you get 2 dragons on the field and you go into Seal's Pass, and then hopefully have some, we're not playing hand traps, so we have some quick play spells on the field as well. This will be in the extra monster zone, so if you have Widow Anchor, Forbidden Droplet, stuff like that, you can hopefully survive. Then the honorary Tenpai card. So with Heat of the Fire Charmer, 2 cards go into it, and then you can crash into your opponent's monster and then special summon a Tenpai card, and then you can usually go into like Genroku, Genroku bounce itself, and then kind of just go off from there. Then we also have Promethean Princess, and then the other utility card, Star Slayer. Just in case something goes wrong, you can just go into Star Slayer. Promethean Princess, just a very powerful card as well to kind of start special summoning cards. Big 2700 attack, and it's just good to have it in the graveyard in case you need to survive past turn 1. Then we have our Ultimate Slayer cards. So again, going second, you want to utilize cards like Ultimate Slayer. Say you're going against Malice, you pop their card, this gets sent to the graveyard, you draw a card. Obviously, if you're going against Yugioh, this card is pretty much guaranteed to pop off. You're negating and you're turning something off on their field along with popping a card. So that's pretty much it for the extra deck. I feel like it's pretty standard in regards to the cards I'm running. I don't feel like I want to change too much. In my next video, I will kind of go over some test hands and kind of show you exactly what the deck can do. Also, I have this deck on Master Duel. I am thinking of uploading some Master Duel content, so if that's something you guys are interested in, let me know. But I think that's all I got for you guys today. I'll catch you guys in the next video.